mostly growing up right kitty corner from the store at the Russian Orthodox Church. They used to have silent movies in the basement. I forget what it was, whether it was free Sunday nights only or whether it was a nickel, I just don't remember. And then also across the street from us was a pool hall down on the first floor, and up the stairs, I forget what it was, I think a hall where they rented for different affairs.
I think there used to be a theater at Charles Street.
I was just going to mention
Yes.
that also. That thought came to me
Well,
was telling about this. And we used to call it was the Temple Theater,
Yes.
and we grew up, and gradually, I don't know where the name came from, maybe from the audience, maybe from their breasts, but it was well known all over East Windsor as Garlic Theater. Yeah. Or no, Garlic Opera House. That's what it was called, Garlic Opera House.
What was Drewlard Road like back in those days?
It was thriving. There wasn't, very, very seldom was there any vacancy for a store, and I would say probably for houses, being close to a shopping area where very few people in those years had cars. So even those that worked at Ford's, and so a lot of them, it was handy for them to go there instead of having to take a bus on Saturday mornings to downtown to the city market. So it was thriving and a good community. It was just a good community, and it was just busy. Oh, Saturday evening and night was so busy. The stores were so busy. Besides being quite busy on Saturdays during the day, but in the evenings busy, and also. Even Sundays, you'd see, like right across the street from us, that hall, pool hall and so on, they had a big, that is, the building was quite recessed from the sidewalk, so it was a big area there, and they gathered a lot of people, let's say Russians from after the church and others, French from the Catholic Church, and so on, and they would gather there just to talk, meet old friends, So it was very thriving, the whole area.
And how did the Great Depression affect your family?
Well, the first thing I could remember, it brings back memories that most of our business in the store was done charging it up on those they had little bills or invoice books, we didn't just call them bill books or something, and they'd have, each number would have a carbon on it automatically, so you tear that out, and many times the customers who were coming in for food, they didn't even want it, the copy. So in other words, most of our customers from the area didn't bother getting a copy, they just trusted us. Our business must have dropped considerably, but I don't think so. I don't recall that. Maybe it did, but not a lot, because they were charging, but the thing is that quite a lot of the workers were laid off, and our parents couldn't let them go hungry. So after all, they had come here from being poor in Poland, and they started off very poor, and they certainly weren't even moderately wealthy, not at all. But they still gave them credit, and some of those bills went on for months without a nickel being paid against them. But once they were rehired, even if it was a week or two, if it was only a temporary rehiring, then a lot of them came in and just said, that's all I can afford now, and gave us maybe $5 or $2, whatever. We, growing up, became more and more, of course, as we became 14 and 15 and 16 and 17, and then, because there were quite a few that we knew in our area that enlisted before we got to war, enlisted in the permanent service. But so we became more conscious and concerned also about the war, and especially as we came to the age and we said, oh, geez, if the war stays on, we'll get into the service. And it was not that we were afraid of that, but especially my brother and myself, my older brother and I, thought about it, and we were still going to school, but so be it.